Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are going to be creating a really cool interaction just focused on like a carousel radio. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to animate this carousel to move left, and we can do it even back to the original position, and we're going to select one of the later options. So there's a couple of ways we can go about doing this. What I've done is I'll show you how I've set this up, and I have it set up for you in a way to just have it nicely designed with auto layout, but now I've kind of taken auto layout out so we can just use a regular frame. So I have the main carousel container here, and it's sized so that we don't take into account the buttons. I have the carousel dots. You've seen us animate those a bunch. And we have the row, and inside the row we have the left arrow. So I have it hidden right now. That's our left arrow. And we have the right arrow. And then we have our options. If we go into options, we'll see all the kitchen cards. So we'll be able to move throughout. So let's start. So I'm just going to make another copy of this frame. We're not going to actually get into animating each of these buttons just because it does take a while to go back and forth. You can already see how many frames we have. If you really want to take the time to do that, you could, but it is time intensive. So let's just move this button down. We're going to need, actually, we don't even need these anymore. We can do it manually if we would like. So the next step is to create this left arrow, and then we're going to go into our carousel dots, and we are going to make sure that this one is black and this one switches to this gray. Then we'll go into our kitchen cards. I'm going to select them all, Command A, Control A, and just move them over one. So we just gotta be very careful. It's hard to see here. That's perfect. And we're gonna do that one more time. Go into all our kitchen cards and move that over. Perfect. And make sure our carousel dot is black for this section, and the other one is gray. So we have a gray one. Perfect. Now I think we're just gonna have the user select this one. So we'll duplicate this once again, and then we're going to have the select button. So I think that's kind of let's leave that actually at the hover state. So the hover state, we can just create a color over here right now. So the stroke is set to black. So we could just remove the stroke and set the fill to black, similar to the way we have the other one set up. This one will be white. We'll change it to 100%. So that's gonna work nicely, and then we'll have a click state, and that's gonna be nice. So I'm just gonna select one of our other states there. So we're going to treat this very similar to how we treated this one. We're not going to pop a button like that. When they select one of these types of renovations, they're going to just jump to the next screen. In our case, we'll just loop it back to the very beginning. So let's See, okay, and I think we're actually ready to go. Let's prototype it. So we're just gonna be working on this. So not a dissolve, we'll do smart animate, 300 milliseconds. This one can go back to the previous screen, 300 milliseconds. This one can go here again. Oop, I don't know where that's linking to. So we'll go there. Great. Let's bring that back. And we're not going to animate this at all. So, oops. Let's remove that one. Great. So hopefully by now you're very comfortable with linking these prototypes together. You can create really quick prototypes with wireframes. You can create pretty complex ones like the ones we're doing right now. So on click, now we're going to do while hovering. Nice. And then we're going to do on click, and we will after delay. So oops, that we zoomed out way too far. So I'm just gonna go after delay right back to the home screen. So I believe it was 700 milliseconds and a 500 millisecond change, and we can just dissolve. We don't need to worry about scroll position. Okay, let's take a look at how this turned out. So we can just kind of go through this flow. Here we go. So that's really nice. Nice back and forth. Really subtle. I really like how that is looking as well. That is looking really sharp. Wow. And that's how you can prototype a form. And I just want to go through this one more time because I think we did a great job together. Let's see, that input's looking really great. This one is looking nice. Beautiful. Let's test our tooltip. Beautiful. And that is our form flow.